Market share, it's the ultimate measurement. Whether or not it's the market share of listings or the market share of sales, if you're winning on market share on both, you'll ultimately be winning the market. And now, like never before, we're seeing brands that are literally emerging like there's no tomorrow. Because the market share that you had pre this is certainly not the market share that you're gonna have post this, because it's all about the adaptation, how you got to play the game and what it is that you're doing to really win. Now, we know that any agency that focuses on getting the listing market share will ultimately have the sales market share. But what is critically important is that you stay focused on everything that's associated with prospecting. Really good quality call lists right now are about calling every single client around their annual checkup for this month. In addition to that, calling every market appraisal that you've ever done on the inside of your career and all of your buyer inquiry over the course of the last 6 months. What we know is that literally pipelines are everything in this marketplace. And if you want to build that level of market share, it literally builds more momentum for you. Now, this is an interesting conversation because there are plenty of people that literally have sat back and just allowed this thing to actually overtake their business. They've been in the position that they've taken a bit of a chance for a holiday to maybe rest a little bit. And sure, that's okay. But now that we're back in really making things happen, this is the determinant about whether or not your business thrives or whether or not it survives. And it's really important to make sure that you're actually out in front getting those listings on as quickly as you can. What we know is that literally there's a little bit of sunlight. There's daylight literally starting to emerge. There's this new level of positive optimism as we actually start to flatten the curve. But what happens next is a huge amount of economic storm clouds as all the financial reporting starts to come in about the economic impacts of what's really happened during the course of the crisis. That is why right now it is an absolutely incredible time for people to make the decision to do a transaction before those economic storm clouds start to emerge. You as an agent need to make sure that you've got a narrative and one that's incredibly powerful. The other way that you can go, if you don't like using fear, is that you can just use unbridled levels of enthusiasm. We don't know where the market's at. We don't know what's going to happen. But what we do know is that we've got pent-up buyer demand right now. Let's at least take your property to market, see what the buyers have to say. And if we're in a position that we can't get a great result, that's okay. We can try again in 6 months' time. But wouldn't you like to know and hear what the market's got to say today? That's what great agents do. They learn how to really make sure that they grow their market share. And this is the opportunity to significantly build on that week after week, day after day, call session after call session to significantly build your momentum into the next era. I really hope you've enjoyed our coaching tip today, and I look forward to seeing you next week.